So my background is psychology. I have a master's in counseling, and I tend to be that analytical person up in my head and, what was my part in the situation? What could I have done differently? And all these kind of all up in my head. Okay. And it's exhausting. And it's honestly not as effective as what I've experienced doing integrative things with my body, moving my body, releasing the whole gamut of emotions from fear, anger, intimidation, lack of confidence to joy, happiness, feeling really in love with myself, feeling really playful, um, has changed the way I'm interacting with my husband and taking care of myself, putting myself first. I also am just having more success with like going with the flow of life instead of trying to control things or think they need to be a certain way or a certain result from a conversation, being more open and curious and just allowing myself to experience the other person's perspective even at a deeper level, I'd say, than when I was doing like all this analytical stuff. um, I think getting out of the analytical thing has been huge for me, and just getting inside and feeling my feelings and connecting to myself and being like, okay, this part of me needs some tender touch, or I want to be sassy and fun and playful. And I think one significant moment I posted on our Facebook group was I was just like listening to my music in my forest walk where I live and coming home, and I just all of a sudden was just feeling such immense love for myself. Like I was like, wow, I really feel like I'm falling in love with myself. And it was it was a new experience. It was very joyful and just free, really a free feeling. I was really excited by that. When I was working with Vicky and Let Love In, there was two specific sessions that stick out. One was I just allowed myself to really get into some pain, kind of resentment and hurt that I was feeling towards my husband and our, sort of being in a stuck pattern. And I was able to just let it out. I just expressed it. I cried. I squished up my face. I threw my arms down. I reached up high and went down low. I doubled over. It just was extremely powerful. And it felt even more empowering to be witnessed by the other people. And the other one was during one of the sessions, the other participant needed to leave early, very unexpectedly, and kind of in an upsetting situation, which was, it worked beautifully for me because it tapped me into an old feeling of being abandoned, and I was able to like move through that and express that and explore that. And this is one of my kind of issues that I keep working on, is this old feeling of abandonment that comes from childhood and plays out in my marriage too, where because she needed to leave, it just gave me this great opportunity to work through it through movement and release so much. I felt like a burden, like a huge burden was just lifted in that session. I don't know how it works, and I don't really care to know how it works. I just can tell you it does work. This getting inside yourself, having movement, being with other people, interacting with them on Zoom. You think, how does that work? Maybe it's not going to work because we're not face to face, and we are face to face on the screen, and it absolutely works. There's something so transformational about the practice. And I just did it for a few months, and then I was sold. Like, this is part of my lifestyle. You're in great hands with experienced people that are extremely compassionate to walk through the process with you. I can guarantee it will be positive. You just have to take a breath and sort of like take that leap of faith that something exciting is about ready to happen for you. And it will change your life. It'll change every relationship you have, especially the one with yourself and also with your partner.